Well, hello team. Welcome back to Next Level JJ. Oh, I am excited about today. Today is the 30th anniversary spotlight on Diablo, and because I love Diablo so much, I had to put together a stream for this. Hey man, I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. It's good to have you back. You know, it's been a really good couple of weeks of amazing streams. I had a bit of a holiday in between, but yeah, as I said, today we're just focusing on Diablo. Now, if you obviously want to learn a little bit about me or about our channel, don't be shy. Just head over to nextleveljj.com. In there, you've got everything you need to know, from my socials to my schedule to my top 100 and some other things there as well. But also, and you know, as always, you've got to have a shout out to Stream Beast by Harris Heller, just here on my left side, but I guess your right side. Go check them out on Spotify. Today we're listening to their Ignition album. It's fantastic. Now, let's talk Diablo. Now, some of you who are watching this know Diablo, love Diablo, have played it since the beginning, but a lot of people have kind of missed it and sort of misunderstood the game a little bit, and then they read some of the headlines and they just go, that's not a game for me. But Diablo is a game that started in 1996, long time ago, and started as a, very basic sort of ARPG, and there's this fascinating history actually behind Diablo and how it came to be and how Blizzard North came around and things like that. I'm not going to go into all of that detail now. Oh, I know this song is coming. It's such a good song. But I watched a fantastic documentary last night just on how Diablo, came about, how it evolved and things like that. And so it was really good for me to just remind myself of the fascinating history of this game that is now celebrating its 30th anniversary. One of the most popular and, successful game franchises of all time. But I also did is I watched a fantastic video explaining the lore from when we started back in the day all the way through to where we are now. Now, again, I could spend hours talking about Diablo, but what I thought I'd do is we just want to quickly have a look at the timeline of Diablo, and then what we'll do is we'll jump in, because I could very easily do a stream where I play Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Diablo 4, and trust me, the thought crossed my mind last night, and I thought, hang on, keep it simple. We start with the OG, Diablo 1, and then we play some Diablo 4, and we just look at how far it's come. But like I said, what I'd like to do first is just show a little bit of a timeline that explains the story a little bit, and then sort of as we sort of go through it, then we'll jump in and play Diablo 1. All right, so here we go. So as you can see here, we've got, and let me just quickly check here. Right, yeah, just wanted to make sure that's still in the background. Excellent. Oh, so what we're looking at here is my website. So in here you can find out, like I said, a lot about me, especially, like I said, the schedule needs to be updated. I spent more time last night focusing on prepping this than sitting in my schedule for the next day, but there's probably going to be a bit of a Seto course, a bit of DCS. I played Rust on Tuesday, and go check it out. There's a lot in there. But what I wanted to look at was this. Now, this is on a Reddit forum, and so, I'll put the link in the description at some point. But here is just this brief history of Sanctuary. I thought this was fantastic to show to you. So it's a large file that you scroll from left to right. And so let's read through this, and hang on, let me pull that volume down just a little bit. There we go. So the high heavens and burning hells are formed, and the eternal conflict begins. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And again, like I said, there's this, I'll find the link just now. Actually, let me do it before I forget. Hold tight, team. Just want to quickly find this video here. All right, so please, definitely. Oh, and by the way, Vidaz, if you're keen to watch Doom streams, this is a good friend of mine. Go check out Vidaz's channel. It's awesome. But here, the entire story of Diablo explained by NYX Vellum. All right, a lot of subscribers, and did a fantastic job of this. So I watched that last night. I'll try and put the link in the description later. But in short, he goes through each sort of phase of the actual lore, and there's a lot of lore. There were books written and so I would highly recommend it. Even if you're not a Diablo fan, it's fascinating to just learn some of the things about how heaven and hell came together. Anyway, so the Archangel Inarius is captured in hell and meets the demon Lilith. Yes, the Lilith from Diablo 4. She goes way back. Together they create Sanctuary as a way to abandon the eternal conflict. The descendants of the powerful offspring of the Nephilim eventually become humanity. All right, so that's the start. So now we move down. We're 900 years, and yes, that is Diablo 1's intro playing in the background. Just side note, I fired it up yesterday. I have not played. I literally just got into the game just to see what the resolution looks like. I can't wait. It's been such a long time since I played the OG Diablo. Anyway, I digress. The lesser evils banish the prime evils to Sanctuary in the Dark Exile. So that's fascinating how the main bad guys, you know, Diablo, Mephisto, they get kicked out by the lesser evils and they are in Sanctuary. All right. So the Herodrum, and let me be clear, I'm in no way a Diablo lore expert. This is just from what I learned quickly last night. Of course, playing the game, you know, some things, you know. But hey, stay a while and listen. The Herodrum are formed to contain the primevals in the year 1000. All right, a small town of Tristram is founded where the Herodrum imprisoned Diablo. They should have put that on the sign, right? You're walking up, you're like, oh, here's a cute little town. Oh, there's a nice tavern. Oh, there's a nice church. Maybe I'll just chill out there for a second, you know? And then there's this big sign that says, please note, this town was founded by the Herodrum to imprison the Diablo. Anyway, so yeah, Tristram is made, you know. What a face for radio, I reckon. The darkening of Tristram occurs, all right? So this is where Diablo 1 happens in the year 1263. And yeah, we all know what's going to happen in that case. But anyway, so in the year 1264, the return of Diablo and Baal attack on the World Stone to transform Sanctuary in Diablo 2. So very short timeline because as some of you may know, Diablo 1, you basically, you become the Dark Wanderer. The Dark Wanderer basically, you know, I mean, spoiler alert, but he takes the soul stone of Diablo and slams it in his forehead, you know, as one does. And then he has this urge to, you know, travel always to the east. But yeah, so that then turns into Diablo 2. Diablo 2, you go in battle, and then eventually you go and you find a World Stone, and more happens then. So then we have a bit of a decent jump. So in the year 1270, if I could count today, 1270, the hunt for the World Stone shards begin in Diablo Immortal. Now, I barely touched Diablo Immortal, and I know you can play Diablo Immortal on PC, and so that might be something that I'll get into, but still at this point I can say technically I've played all the Diablos, but I should give it a go. So then we move across. So in the year 1285, Diablo consumes the essence of the Lords of Hell and becomes the prime evil. After a failed attack on the high heavens, he is slain in Diablo 3. All right, so this is where we get into the Diablo 3 timeline. So very close timeline 1, 2, and 3, right? And then in the year 1286, Malthael kills most of humanity, Thanos style, before defeating the Nephilim in Diablo 3 Reaper Soul. So, So long story short, and again, if you go watch that other video that explains the lore, this dude, Malthael, just comes along and basically wipes out half of humanity. But unlike, you know, Thanos' finger click, there's no undoing that. So, yeah, a bit of a cull here. Lilith at her best. And then in a little bit of a jump, what's that? You know, less than 100 years, Lilith returns in Diablo 4, and then the continuation of the story happens there. So fascinating stuff, and I just enjoyed immersing myself into this beautiful thing. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to play a bit of Diablo 1 now. Depending on how much we enjoy it, we might then move into Diablo 4 just to show the differences in graphics and things like that. But then what we'll do, which is in 102 minutes from now, is the Diablo Anniversary Spotlight. So I want to watch that. And if you're interested in Diablo, I'm sure you want to watch that. And so we can watch this together. So I'm super excited about that. But all right, let's get into Diablo. Wow, you would not understand the volume that just happened in my ear. Now, we do have a chat up team, and so don't be shy to come and say hello. Let me just change one little setting here. All right, there we go. So, welcome. Oh, actually, hang on. I have prepared something before we get into this. I thought, why don't I first show you the intro to Diablo 1 and then show you what's coming up next in Diablo 4. This is just, for me, one of the things that Blizzard's done so well is these amazing videos. And even with Diablo 1, it captured such a scary kind of an essence that I thought, you know, it's good for us to show how things have progressed from, you know, their actual graphics and stuff like that. So why don't we kick off firstly with Diablo 1's intro, one of the all-time greats. Check it out. Remember, team, this is 1996. A lot of people haven't even been born yet when this was being played. I think it still holds up today. There's this element of scariness, even though the graphics are quite low. The spear, death, suffering, but through the darkness, a hero will find in his house. Rather play PlayStation. Sorry, I'm ruining it. Hey? Activate Epic Sword. Yeah, right? Something super duper cool. Okay, so that was Diablo 1 back in the day. Now let's jump over to one of the latest videos they've released, and this is basically showing us the next big upgrade that's coming to Diablo 4. So, you know, as far as videos goes, I think this is one of the best made ever. Enjoy.
Domination is paved with the souls of the willing. Soon, all of Sanctuary will be bathed in hatred, and none shall escape the flood. You shall darken the world no longer.
Just fantastic. You know how you want to sort out demons? This is how. He's gonna rip up a new one. Think you've won.
Will be those who believe that they alone can stand against the inevitable.
Talk about a growth spurt.
I invite them to try.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Without me,
Absolutely
no victory.
epic. Right? Yeah, so, alright, long story short, that was in some form showed at the Game Awards, and literally at the same time they released the new update for the new season and also allowed you to purchase the upcoming DLC and then immediately play with the Paladin. It was huge. Like, I did a live stream on that. I was lucky to be able to be honored to be able to co-stream the Game Awards, and then immediately went from that into a Diablo stream. It was awesome. Okay, look. Why don't we just play Diablo 1? There we go. All right. Now, important here, team. The version of Diablo that I'm playing is and it's in the description. I purchased it the proper way. I went to Blizzard. Let's go Battle.net. That's right, Battle.net. Link is in the description. Went to Battle.net, purchased this game, so I own it now. But then when you play it, it plays it on the original graphics, which sucks nuts. And so then I went online and I found that there's a bunch of websites, but basically, and again, I've got a link to that in the description, is the Devolution X. Basically, it's like a mod, and it's very, very, very easy to install. And that means that you get a lot of settings that you can adjust and things like that. So, as I said, it's in the description. Don't be shy. Go over to Devolution X, download the file, and then once you've installed the game which you've purchased, you can then copy a certain file over into that folder, run it, and it just worked. It was amazing. And so, yes, it allows me to play it at high res and various settings. So, yeah, go check them out. Massive thumbs up to them. They freaking nailed it. All right, cool. Here we go. So you'll see there's a settings option. You don't have that in the default Diablo, and there's all kinds of things you can play around with. We're not going to mess around. We're going to get straight into it. Now, let's bring that volume down just a little bit. What's the beautiful classic Diablo music? This shit scared me. When I was, and I mean, what is this? 1996, so I was 13 years old, which is an age where you don't really get scared of stuff anymore, but this game just grabbed me. This intro, listening to this as a kid in the darkness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what do we want? So it's a tricky one because, you know, the warrior is, you know, the manly one and a fight with a sword. The rogue is, of course, you know, long distance bow and arrows. Jeez, that music is pumping. But then, of course, the sorcerer as well is pretty cool. The funny thing is I always go for a sorcerer, and the warrior is the obvious pick. But I feel with the rogue, there's something about the original sound of a bow and arrow that that sort of connects me to Diablo. So we're gonna go with the rogue today, and we'll just go NXT LVL. Little plug. NXT LVL JJ. Or. So we go, hang on a minute. Let's do something fun. Guinevere. And it was Princess Guinevere. Yeah, I don't know why. That just popped into my head, you know. Let's go Princess Guinevere. There we go. All right. And, well, you know, I guess we'll just take it on normal, you know, because we're not here to finish the game in hardcore. We're just here to play it a little bit on there. Though... just the most beautiful freaking music. Man, I love that. I love that so much. That just teleports me back in time. This game, the music of Diablo has always been hands down the best of any game ever. Come at me. Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3 was good, and then Diablo 4 is amazing again. So, oh man, but this, and just listen to this composition is amazing. Listen to it now as it goes down. Right, I'll turn it down a little bit, but bang. So because it's graphics, I can bump up and zoom out, but of course what we're going to do here is we're just going to do that. Now, I have to turn the music down in my ear a little bit, otherwise I can't hear myself talk, but I'll bump up the volume on the sound capture. So, what we'll do, again, we have, let me just double check, we have 91 minutes until the spotlight starts, and so what I'll do is I'll have a bit of a wobble about, we'll go into, and we'll do a bit of fighting. So, here we go, who's this guy?
Time a fellow drinking peace?
Yes.
I know you got your own ideas, and I know you're not gonna believe this. But that weapon you got there, he just ain't no good against those big brutes.
Oh, good.
Oh, I don't care what Griswold says. They can't make anything like they used to in the old days.
Oh, thanks, bro. Good catching up, though, man. And again, so we can zoom out quite a lot as far as the game will allow, but we will keep it like this. Oh, there he is. It's so sad, of course. If you know, you know. Yeah, so I'm a rogue, and this is our sort of skill setup, you know, very basic versus what we have today. Quest, there's none at the moment, of course. That was quite cool. You can walk with the map on, which you really needed in some points. And then, of course, our menu, inventory, there we go. I've got my bow and arrow, and I've got a bit of cash, and then no spells at the moment. And then, of course, we had our health potions. Right, let's chat.
What ails you, my friend?
Hey, Pippin, how you doing, man?
Griswold knows as much about the art of war as I do about the art of healing. He is a shrewd merchant, but his work is second to none. Oh, I suppose that may be because he's the only blacksmith left here.
Nice. Let's check, have a look. Buy items so we can buy potions from this dude. Now, like I said, I haven't played this game in... How far back is like 1998, you know? That's like 28 years. That's insane. I think I did play it once, like randomly one day, but I think I played for like 5 minutes. So it doesn't even count. All right, Mr. Kane.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, just goosebumps. Oh.
The story of Wirt is a frightening and tragic one. He was taken from the arms of his mother and dragged into the labyrinth by the small, foul demons that wield wicked spears. There were many other children taken that day, including the son of King Leoric. The knights of the palace went below, but never returned. The blacksmith found the boy, but only after the foul beasts had begun to torture him for their sadistic pleasures.
Yep, old Wirt had a bad time, I believe. And then obviously what Kane could do, Deckard Kane, is identify items. So that was a bit of a thing back in the day. Obviously Diablo 4 you don't have to do that, but back in the day you pick up a magic item, you would have to take it to Kane and you'd have to identify it, or you had scrolls, and that would then show you what you actually did. I really enjoyed that mechanic. All right, let's say hello.
Well, what can I do for you?
Ah, cool. So buy basic items, premium items, sell, repair, and that was another thing. Your stuff got
Well, I have to
broken.
practically smuggle in the metals and tools I need from caravans that skirt the edges of our damned town. That witch Adria always seems to get whatever she needs. If I knew even the smallest bit about how to harness magic as she did, I could make some truly incredible things.
This is true. All right. And so let's see, basic items, so caps and things like that. So we got a bit of gold, but I will just keep it basic for now. You know, we are playing on normal, so it's not too hard.
Thank goodness you returned.
Yes.
Much has changed since you lived here, my friend.
Yes.
All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
Thanks, bro. I look forward to going there now. Let's not forget,
Thank goodness you...
Tristram was founded to, encase Diablo, so these people moved in afterwards. They put a church on top. Still, the music is just...
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Yes. I was just thinking in my head, like, I'd love to be able to chill somewhere in Spain, sun setting, and listening to this music in the background. Then I realized that there's this beauty in it, but there's also this moments of darkness, I digress.
The hand, the heart, and the mind can perform miracles when they are in perfect harmony. The healer Pepin sees into the body in a way that even I cannot. His ability to restore the sick and injured is magnified by his understanding of the creation of elixirs and potions. He is as great an ally as you have in Tristram.
Thank you. And of course she sold potions of mana and scrolls of town portals and things like that, which we won't invest in now. Yes, also the voice acting is legendary. So many of these actors, they played, Deck had played all the way through, many of the other ones as well. You'll hear them and sometimes in characters that, you don't recognize them, but then you realize, oh, hang on, that sounds familiar. And I don't think running was invented. Maybe
Good day. How may I serve you?
I'll check the buttons in a minute.
I grew up with Wirt's mother, Canis. Although she was only slightly hurt when those hideous creatures stole him, she never recovered. I think she died of a broken heart. Wirt has become a mean-spirited youngster, looking only to profit from the sweat of others. I know that he suffered and has seen horrors that I cannot even imagine. But some of that darkness hangs over him still.
Cool. Let's just quickly go and check. Oh, okay. There is no buttons. Okay. There's words. See, so many of this just falls to memory. It's insane.
Over here.
So interesting. I have something for sale, but it will cost you 50 gold. I'm gonna take a chance on this because I know I've got 100 gold. Let's see. A club of magic, lol. Can I buy it? Do I get it? Oh, that's stupid. You pay just to look, but yeah, what a club that would have been. Anyway,
Over here.
that's money. See what happens when you gamble,
Not
kids?
everyone in Tristram has a use or a market for everything you'll find in the labyrinth. Not even me, as hard as that is to believe. Sometimes only you will be able to find a purpose for some things.
Cool. All right, as M for map. Let's see, hotkey is tab. Okay, cool. That's quite nice. All right, team, it looks like we've chatted to all that we need to. Shall we head towards the evil chapel? I feel like there's one more person we needed to talk to, but let's kick on, shall we? No, he's not there yet, that's why. Here's a house here. Let's just go this way quickly and see. Ah, it's a tomb. Okay. No jokes. No jokes. There's a bit of fear in me now, even though I'm not technically scared. It's just, it teleports me back to this moment when I was young, and then I could just feel this nervousness about. It's insane. And there it is, this glowing church, this person outside, cut to pieces. Just, I remember standing here and just going, I don't want to go in there. Why would I go in there as a person? Why would I want to go that way? Obviously, I had to, but... Oh, yeah. Anyway. Wounded talisman.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Or, and hear me out, we take a plane to Hawaii and we go surfing. You know? I mean, you can end up like this, of course, but yeah, chances a bit lower. And so I just remember walking around it because, you know, I was like trying to fight the urge, but that didn't help, you know? Looking at these red crosses and that red light, it just captured my imagination, and I think that's why so many people love Diablo, is because it is a game that, firstly, it captures your imagination, but if you involve yourself and you imagine this world, it's just one of the most awesome stories of all time. Anyway, without further ado, let's go down and then hear this music. This didn't help either.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Now, very interesting, if you do go and watch the history of Diablo, it was actually originally supposed to be a turn-based game. And then the developer said that it would be massive amount of work to make it a live game, you know, like live action, like click, 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 and immediately happens. And so they paid him more money, and then apparently within a half a day he had developed it. So either a very smart move, or he just overthought it. But yeah, so also a big thing that was about Diablo 1 was the dungeons are randomly generated. So there was artifacts that were just randomly put in certain orders, and so no levels would look the same except for certain ones. So it was a brilliant piece of technology for its day. But remember this music. This churchy, screamy people in the background. That was just brilliant. Right. Ooh. And blood and gore, you know. Obviously me as a 13-year-old person, you know, this was intense. Now, I cannot remember if, and that's if there were arrows in this game. I don't think so. There we go. And if you hold shift, you could just fire in a direction. See, a lot of these things are still carried over into Diablo as it is today. And of course, we can open up our map if we want to as well. There we go. Oh, gold, baby, gold. And so this already immediately then takes me down a level, but there were also doors and secrets in this game, which was very cool too. Hey! Okay, so he dropped a bow, so let's have a look. So 1 to 4, 1 to 4, durability is low, worth money. Now this looks so basic today, but back then this was revolutionary. You know, I think the other game that came out roughly around this time was Ultima, and that was, you know, very bare bones versus this was advanced. And so yeah, it did extremely well. Nice. Nice. Oof, almost got him. Inventory, bang. So you'll see it does show me that this particular armor that I just put on out, nope, This armor, you can see durability is 1 out of 6, so I need to repair it. But it's very cool. Now, I don't think there was a thing to highlight stuff that was on the ground in this version of the game. Oh, there we go. Finally. So, yes, we level up. So when you level up, back in those days, you know, I don't think it was really around spells and stuff, if I remember. You'd have to buy them. I have to remember myself. But you were able to upgrade points. And so, of course, me being an archer, dexterity, I believe, was the one to invest into. So we'll go into dexterity there. And then if we go into spells, there we go. So, sorry, there was one. And so this is trap, disarm, skill. Great. I think. All right, we move on. Ooh. So many of these sounds are just... Man, the archer slaps. I forgot how good this is. Yeah, come get some. Who's your daddy? Very nice. All right, so we got a cap. There we go. Looking sexy as money. And then the bookshelf gave us Book of Fireball. Oh, that's right. And so, if I remember correctly, you right-click to read it, and that gives you the ability to fire a fireball, if I remember correctly. So let's check spells. There we go. And so you could change between your spells. I remember there's a button I could also use. S, that's right. So you go S, and then you change it. And now I believe if I right-click, I fire it. That's it. Beautiful. Scroll of healing. Scroll of healing. Scroll of identify, that's useful. Another scroll of healing. And then there were secret walls, you know. I'm not going to spend all my time now trying to refine them, but yeah. Oh, this is just fantastic. Still holds up today. I would say the one thing I'd love to have is probably a run option, which I can't remember if this game had. I don't think so. But yeah, team, what do we think? Yeah, that chick screaming. Nice. Use a bit of spellage there. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Oh, yep. The scroll of identify. that. And that. Stop moving, you punk. Bang, so we leveled up again. Very nice. I'm going to take my vitality out. Look at that. Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. Sorry, girl. Got another one. Same there. Nothing special. Wonderful. But again, these are things we can spend money on. Scroll of Inferno. So, yeah. Right click to read, then left click to target. So it's like a temporary spell that you could use, which was pretty freaking awesome. Cool. Alright, there we go. We have explored this. Oh no, hang on, we've still got the other way to go. Now, I am a bit of a completionist. In the sense that sometimes I really want to check every part of the stage out. And so this will take me some time. But I promise you, I will do a stream where we finish this game, because it's not the world's biggest game, you know, for back in the day. But what Diablo brought was replayability, where it was... Can I not shift shoot it? No. It was the end game that you can play it over and over and over, make things harder on yourself, and just... Yeah, okay, cool. Nope. Okay, cool. There we go. We will go down. Now, there was a scroll of Town Portal. That will come at some stage. But for now, we would just head up to town. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a whole section I've missed. What I'll do is I'll clear the stage, go upstairs, sell some stuff, and then we'll go down the level. Eat that. Ooh. What was that? Okay, so this one's got better durability. That's armor 6, armor 4, so I think I'll repair that. Oof, what a beautiful axe. Again, the scary music, like, I think Diablo 2, Diablo 3, nice shot. Diablo 4, they have... Oh! A trap.
I can't carry anymore.
I'll sort that out in a second. They did fantastic music, but I think Diablo 1's music was so scary. Maybe it's just a memory of it. Let's see, do I have the ability to make more space? I do not. Okay, so... Let's take that, and... Hang on, which one was the worst? Let's go. Let's not get over complex here. And see these walls, I remember. I even pushed spacebar there. I know some of these walls you could click on and go further into it. And they would be barely recognizable. Okay, to town we go. But yeah, you also find if you play this and then you play the other Diablos, a lot of the songs were redone, if I can put it that way, sort of modified slightly to, you know, sound a little bit more modern and stuff. I do know in Diablo 2... Is it Diablo 2 you go back to Tristram? Or Diablo 3, Diablo 4? I think all of them. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to sell all the stuff. There's nothing we need to identify. And we know that the bow is good. That one's definitely better, so we just need to repair that one. Cool. And so here we go.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Sell items. Short bow, yes. Rags, yes. 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 Repair items. Yes. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Let's see, basic. Premium items. Ooh, you know, good chain. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, that's all we need to do now. We've got our space. I know I can go to her, the Ariana, I think it was, and sell all these things, but I will keep it for now. Maybe next time over. Cool. Now, by the way, the music will stop. The game sound disappears when I alt-tab out of it. I haven't looked into it. So we got 66 minutes left. So I think we'll get into just a groove. We'll kill some stuff. I'm not going to pick up everything now. I think let's see how far we can get downstairs. That whistle sounds legendary. And then straight to scary music again. All right, we go down. See? Ground's red, blood, you know? Should I be concerned? Like, what the hell? I remember seeing that in my heart. The thing is, you imagine this in real life. You imagine walking into a place and there's this room with spiked people. You know, it was just crazy scary. Lol, I just pushed spacebar to do a Diablo like dodge. Jeez, they be dropping stuff. Okay, so what do we get? A hunter's bow, very good. So that's an upgrade, excellent. And the cap. Armor 3, armor 1, so upgrade there immediately. And then rags, armor 3, armor 6, and not that good, so we'll just chuck it. So as promised, I'm going to throw away stuff that isn't that amazing so we can do more playing, shall we? Bastard. Just want to check. Yeah, that bow now gives damage 2 to 5. And so, you know, something that Diablo kind of, I guess, abandoned in a way was the weapon requirements. So you can basically carry any weapon now. But back in these days, like, there's certain bows you just couldn't use because you didn't have enough dexterity, or swords because you didn't have enough strength. Once was opened, is now closed. Remember that meaning something. Once was opened, is now closed. And I'm frantic clicking. Level up again. Nice. Nice. What do we get? So we'll definitely go up in dexterity. I'll upgrade my strength next. I just want to have a look here. So leave me alone. Ooh, nice. See, it's not identified, so it's magic. So we do that. And bang, this just gives 8 to magic, which is not amazing, but that's alright. We will use that. Cool, and there's our first magic item. Yeah! Shiza! Whoa! Jeez, like it. Alright. So what do you mean a new game? Did I lose everything there? Surely this isn't hardcore, is it? Everything is explored. Jeez, the butcher. I wasn't expecting that to be the butcher. Oh jeez, how do you beat the butcher with this? Because you saw, like, I just got murdered there. I couldn't run away. So let's just see if my body is still there. I can't remember.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
So no, you died. That's it. But it's difficulty normal. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm a bit perplexed by that, I'm not gonna lie. Was this permadeath? I don't understand, but maybe I just clicked too early. Maybe there's a button you push. Anyway, new game it is, and now we know. Be careful of the butcher. He be deadly. So I think it is something we will avoid until we have the abilities to kick his ass. I could drink more health, to be fair. There we go, not a pushover game. Funny enough, I remember as a kid it took me a while to beat the butcher, actually. I was talking earlier about clicking very rapidly, and I forgot that this game, because it's slower, you don't need to frantically click like you would in like a Diablo 4 or something. You know, you sort of a bit more methodical with your clicking. Yeah. And the whole time I keep my eyes open, try to see if I can spot any little secret walls. I think your accuracy also improves the better you have, the better the bow becomes. Because in the beginning it sort of misses a lot. Stand still, you bastard! So we've leveled up, so dexterity for the win. Now, for those who are massive Diablo 2 fans, let me be clear, I am also a massive Diablo 2 fan. Out of all of the Diablos, this is the one I played the most by far. By far. Hey, chill, bro. Chill. Yeah, so we will 100% be doing a stream and playing Diablo 2 at some point. Scroll of healing. Right. Spooky music. I'm still very surprised at the fact that I couldn't just continue the game. I must have done something wrong. I will admit that's one of my weaknesses as a human. I tend to not read instructions. The moment something pops up, I'm like, yeah, whatever, and just click through. That has gotten me into some unique situations. I'm sure some of you can attest to. We've leveled up as well, so the last time I think I did vitality, so we'll do that again. Oh, did we get a very nice, not identified, but we'll get Deca to do this. Alright. I can immediately go down to level 2. Ooh, there is an area I missed. Does help to check the map, I guess. Well, should be, yeah, about 54 minutes until the stream goes live. That's weird. Okay. Nothing to see there. Yeah, so basically an hour until it actually starts. I did think it was quite a strange thing that they would do this on a Thursday or a Wednesday, technically, in the most parts of the world, but hey, you know. Okay, so here we go. So we are going to avoid the butcher until we've got the stuff we need. Oh, really? Take that. Sweet dreams, baby. No? We definitely had a lot more health potions on our last run. Jeez, like, is it me or is everything a little bit harder or something? You can't run. Alright, well... Again, this game was very much a random game. Oop. To be fair, I remember us having a better bow by now. Cool, and I think what we'll do is we'll bump up the strength. Probably should go for vitality, to be fair. Considering how the butcher butchered me. Now, I do see this crack in the wall, and I wonder, what is it for? Oh, gotcha. This is actually to the next level. And though this channel is called Next Level JJ, I will... You see, this I think is... No? I will go there in a minute. See? After my death, I'm scared now. I'm like, hang on a minute, I've got to be careful here. Because it seems like somehow I'm in hardcore mode. Ooh. Now we've got to take care of these puppies. Ow. Nice, okay. And so that was the Tomb of Charged Bolt, but I required 25 magic for that, and so we need to go to town soon, it looks like it. Which at this point is a long walk until you get a scroll of town portal. Yeah, if I'm going to take on our friend the Butcher, I'm definitely going to have to rank up a little bit more. Blood on the wall. So we have to go around. Jeez, versus our first playthrough, this is like... I was in the dark passage. I feel like I remember, and it wasn't easy. So we will, we'll come back to that. We will have a not click on that thing that says that was open is now closed, because I think that was related. Good shooting, girl. Guinevere. And for those who don't know, Queen Guinevere is from the King Arthur world. Okay, so there's the Butcher. We will avoid that like the frickin' plague. Because we are nowhere near as powerful as we were the previous time, and as we saw. See, here is the... that was opened is now closed, so we'll avoid that. Ouchie. Ouchie. Oop. Okay, so I remember this said that I need 25 magic to get the charged bolt, and so we'll have to upgrade magic twice to reach that, so let's give it a go. Sheesh. What the hell was that? Oh. Oh, damn. Okay, that was the Scroll of Town portal. Okay. Sheesh.
I have no room.
Sheesh. Alright, so I think we shall head to the town. Wow, how quickly did that game load, eh, team? But yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here.
Well, what can I do for you?
Just want to have a look here. There is... The only thing we're going to keep is the tomb.
Well, what can I do for you?
Beautiful.
Well, what can I do for you?
And so... Hang on. Did we have... We didn't have anything, not even armor.
Well, what can I do for you?
Let's see, how much cash we have. We've got a decent chunk of money now. We really need a good bow. Let's see, buy premium items. Short bow of zest, yeah, sure. Of health, -1 damage from enemies. Sheesh. Okay. No bow. Okay, at least we've got that sorted. Now I'm gonna go buy some potions.
I'm glad I caught up to you in time. Our wells have become brackish and stagnant, and some of the townspeople have become ill drinking from them.
Okay.
Our reserves of fresh water are quickly running dry. I believe that there is a passage that leads to the springs that serve our town. Please find what has caused this calamity, or we all will surely perish.
Cool, will do.
What ails you, my friend?
And so he heals me, beautiful. And so we have a potion of full healing. Is a bit expensive. Let's go one of those, and then a couple of these. Okay. Excellent, thank you. Bang. Beautiful. Now I feel like I want to spend more money.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Does this person sell anything? at
Greetings,
any
good
stage?
master. Welcome to the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
No.
Well, what can I do for you?
Shh. I need a better bow, man. Okay. Repair items. Okay. Right. Now, where was that portal again? I feel like... Ah, there it is. Yeah. Alright. That came at just the right time. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got the Scroll of the Charged Bolt, 2 of them. That'll be useful to sell. At least we had better armor. Oh, hello, Butcher. How about new? Oh, yes, those... Ooh, oh. We will not activate that yet. Oh, you are special. Oh, thanks for the magic dagger. How about a magic bow? I must say that was something that was a teeny bit annoying. It's just how you could just get the wrong angle and then you just couldn't hurt anybody. Oh, got some gold out of that. Lovely. Now, of course, I do want to... Hello. Do want to save a little bit of time. Just so we can just quickly jump into Diablo 4 just for a second, just to show how far things have come before we jump into the 30th anniversary. What I love is these, what are they called? Carvers. Their mechanics are very smartly done, so if you do kill something, they would run away for a few seconds. A mechanic that has existed in many other Diablo monsters ever since. I remember there was one thing where you do a spell of some nature and then it would open it up. Anyway, we just need to level up one more time and we can at least get our charged bolt. Oh, a short bow. Is it of worth? No. Push spacebar again.
Now, where would I put this?
That's a very good question, but damn, what did I pick up? Okay. Doesn't do much in the armor, just... We have to walk all the way back to town. 2 magic ones. That's pretty useless. Saber might be worth money. We'll keep that for now. Rags. Useless. Right. Alright, so there we go. We've cleared the map. We have to either kill the butcher, which I am not feeling confident about in the slightest, or we go into this area down here and go through that darkened passage. Either or, I'm still not very confident we can survive this. But again, I'm so perplexed as to the fact that I just completely die. I can't remember that being the issue. Maybe that's why it was so scary, is because you just die. The hardcore mode enabled permanently. Oh goodness. Here we go. To a dark passage. I don't want to go in there. Oh, gotcha. So we just go down. Okay, we will go back to the butcher. Don't worry. Just gotta get a better bow. Get some skills going. There we go. And so we're gonna do magic one more time. And then we can now charge bolt. They're the same thing. Ah, that was not the button I wanted to push. Damn you. Scary thing is that didn't even hurt it. Freaking music, right? I get interrupted, and that's something that is a bit of a problem, I think, because I've chosen this. Just pick up the gold. Where's the gold? There we go. Because I've chosen the rogue, the butcher would be very hard, because a rogue, I don't have a shield to block the incoming attacks. Okay, alright, and this is normal, goodness sakes. Yay! We fixed the water supply, team. Oh dear. But that's it. Now we have to walk back to town. Walk back to town all the way, and then hopefully get something for our efforts. But it does seem that the only way forward is through the butcher. And again, I have nothing. I am in deep doo-doo. All right. At least we don't have to walk too far. That is to go down a level. I actually missed that, so we can go more downer. Let's quickly head to town. I just want to see our inventory. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go. To town. And that was such a cool thing, is after all that scariness, you would just return to town and there would just be this calming music, making you want to stay. Hello, lady.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Oh, that's right. She was where we stored things. That's right.
Good day. How may I serve you?
I have some ideas. Naughty.
What's that you say? The mere presence of the demons has caused the water to become tainted? Oh, truly a great evil lurks beneath our town, but your perseverance and courage gives us hope. Please, take this ring. Perhaps it will aid you in the destruction of such vile creatures.
Indeed. But we got a ring. So we have to identify the ring. We'll come back for some potions in a second.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, you had to pay for it? And so, minus damage, resist all hit points plus 10. Cool, we got a ring.
What ails you, my friend?
We'll buy a potion of healing. Hello, the John. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, my friend? Potion of healing. Yes, okay. Though I don't suspect I'm going to be using any mana. At least for the initial part, I will. How you doing, buddy? Tell me, have you played Diablo 1? Do you even remember it?
What ails you, my friend?
We'll do one more question for you. Yes. Okay, so we're all stocked up on healing items.
Well, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you? A swarming blocking mushroom, that's what you can do for me. Wait, what? I think I should actually identify those things because I can sell for a lot more. Now, let's see. By any chance, do we have an ability to buy a bow? Bow. Longbow, yes. Yes. I'll take that. It's a basic bow, but it is a bow.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you? Then we'll go over to our freaky dicky friend lady over here. So I do believe she gives us the capabilities of selling those tombs. How are you finding original Diablo, being used to the mechanics of 21st century games? Oh mate, I tell you what, it is different but the same. And the funny thing is, you know, I played this game back in 1996, 97. So many of these things just have stuck even that long, even though I can't remember what I did last week. But still so good. And you missed it. I just walked up to the butcher like, you know, I'm on normal level. This is easy. It almost immediately killed me. And it didn't seem like I can start over, which is weird. And so, you know, continue the game. And so now I've got this perpetual fear in me. So this game still works today. If you want to give it a go, never played any of them. Seriously, dude, I guess I don't think you could play it on a PlayStation. But if you have a computer, I think it would run, any computer today would run Diablo perfectly fine. Diablo 1 at least. And it's not that expensive. I think I paid 15 New Zealand dollars on Blizzard, on Battle.net for it. And then there's a patch you download, again, details in the description, or a mod you download to play it with high resolution. Anyway.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Have you played any, perpetual fear. Have you played any of the Diablos by any chance? Sell items. So there you see I can sell the book of Charged Bolt. And then we want to buy a Scroll of Town Portal. Oof, that's a lot of money, but that'll help us at least. Oh, lovely. Thanks, my dear. See you later. Peace out. Ooh, the John says Rocket League is downloaded. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. All right, dude. We will plan a Rocket League session together. Don't be shy. Go and do the tutorials and stuff like this. But let me be clear. Rocket League, and by the way, there's a very world-famous streamer that just today started playing Rocket League for the first time. And it was hilarious to watch them suffer. The beginning, it's really fumbly and it's hard to figure out things, but trust me when I say the rate of progression is massive. You play the game for 2 hours and then way you start figuring things out. But then if you spend an hour with me and I just teach you some of the basics of how to operate the vehicle, how to jump correctly, what is the strategy around moving around, and also not trying to fly in the beginning, because a lot of people want to fly and it's like, dude, just focus on the basics. You will grow rapidly. So I can't wait. We will do a Rocket League stream. Maybe we can make it how to train a dragon, you know, how to train the John. By the way, I suspect that you can already play, like, you can play this on your mobile phone easily. I should actually check if there's a Diablo 1 for iPad. Right, team, so we resume where we left off. Where we left off is avoiding the butcher until we are of such a level that we can take him on. Love it. Yeah, man. How freaky deaky is this music? The John, put yourself in these shoes. You are, what's that, 13 years old? Still maybe stuff that scares you in the dark. And you play this game, and back in the day, this game's graphics were awesome. Listen to that music. Look at this. bodies on spikes and stuff like that. Man, Diablo freaked the crap out of a lot of young kids back in the day. All right, here we go. So we're down onto a level 3. Ooh, hang on. There was that that was open is now closed thing. I think we'll go back to that. But yeah, this game, ladies and gentlemen, is 30 years old. 3-0. And that's the whole point of today. So we are going to be watching the anniversary spotlight stream in 26 minutes, actually. And so there's some big announcements coming around Diablo 4, Diablo Immortal, and a very big surprise, which a lot of people are excited about, is Diablo 2. Now, I've got Diablo 2 on my PlayStation, but I suspect I'm going to have to buy it on PC, because clearly there's going to be something that they're going to bring to it. I wonder if it's like a new DLC. Strength is forced through destruction. Oh, good. What does that mean? Is my strength improved? Let's see. Character. No, that I know of. Anyway. Your powers of mana focuses renews. Alright. I'm glad to hear that. Don't know what you did there. Okay, so we do have a scroll to town portal, so I'm going to be picking up stuff again, because if we can make a bit of money and get like a really good bow, I feel confident. Oof. What did I pick up? Damn, son! Damn! Look at that! You see, that's what we're talking about. We need stuff like that. You see, my armor here is... oh, boo. But maybe it gives some sort of magic. I think the robes, however, is for... you know, mage class kind of thing, so probably not going to help it. But it will be worth something. Now, let me be clear, team. I am not one of those people that loves playing old games. But I must say, and you know, in case I'm biased, but this is really engaging me, you know, in a good way. So I think I will be finishing this. If I remember correctly, it wasn't the longest game. At least we're getting a decent amount of gold. Who's paying these demons? Like, man, they are some rich-ass mothers. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I do feel like... I don't know if I need to upgrade my strength to get a better bow. I'm concerned here. I might actually leave that. But I do think you lose that if you die. So I'm going to just... Oh. In my head I was like, let me guess, I'm gonna die now. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to town at some point, identify a magic bow and see what I need to carry it. Because I'm scared I put my money into... my points into a particular skill, and then it turns out I should have had something else.
I have no room.
This is true, you do not. See how they scatter when one of them dies? Seems stupid, but back in those times. Okay, so that club is useless. It's Hunter's bow. 2 to 5. Yeah, all right. What is this thing? It's useless. But yeah, Mr. DeJohn, so what we're going to do is in about 10 or so minutes, I'm going to jump into Diablo 4 just to, show how far things have come, and then we'll be joining the live stream to watch the big announcement. By the way, Diablo 3 and 4 and Diablo 2 Resurrected are available on PlayStation, and so this is something that if you were interested in getting a bit into, you definitely could. I would say the right place to start, of course, Diablo 1, I don't know if that's on PlayStation, would be Diablo 2. That's by far still one of the best. Oh, here we go. We got a ring. Nice. D4 sounds good. Nice. Never played any of the Diablos. This is an interesting thing because... no, you don't. I would say that watching somebody play Diablo is not the same as playing it. When you're in control and you're doing your own skills and stuff, it clicks. So... Die, potato. Give me a magic bow, you bastard. Stop moving. Oh, it gave me a bow. Oh, come on. Come on. What do we get? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are blessed. We are blessed. Oh, please don't kill me now. Okay. So, we're full inventory. Is this... Yeah, it's not been identified. Okay, I'm not going to mess about. Let's go to town. And go and get us some stuff. Ooh la la, PS compatible. Yes, man. And interesting enough, it actually works really well on a controller. And Diablo 3 does support co-op. And so it'd be cool if you ever get Diablo 3 for us to play that together as well. All right, Mr. Deckard Kane.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, the Black Oak Bow. Wow, it doesn't do much, does it? All right, so let's see what we got. So the ring, which gives us 9 to vitality, which is excellent. That gives us more life. And then see, this gives us 10 to dexterity, minus 10 to vitality, but 50% more damage and minus 10 on the light radius. Okay, so we can't see as far, but it does give 50% more damage. So it's the damage that it does is 1 to 6, but then it does, I think, 50% on top of that. But we also get 10 to dexterity. Anyway, good thing we upgraded our vitality because it just disappeared. And then this robe, you see it's less armor, but it gives more to vitality. And it looks cooler. Shh. I don't know, team. We'll go for the cool one. Why not? And then the rest of the stuff we can just sell. Yeah.
Well, what can I do for you?
Alright, so, yep. Cool, so we got some money. Let's see if we can get a better cap. These are all too expensive. Nope. I didn't...
Whoa, what can I do for you?
So, see, is there an expensive bow here? You see, so no required attributes. Okay, so let's invest this then into vitality again. I just feel if we want to take on the butcher, we're definitely going to have to upgrade that. Now, I forgot to repair. What I'm going to do, team, is we are going to take on the butcher. If we beat it...
What can I do for you?
If we beat it, if we manage to beat it, that would be the most amazing thing. If not, then we are, like I said, going to quickly jump into Diablo 4. So
I sense a soul in search of answers.
you are correct, my dear. I think it was the potion of rejuvenation that instantly healed you, but to be fair, I think it does this anyways. How's our time looking? 16 minutes. Yeah, this works out well. So the John, you are blessed to be able to see the butcher, and probably the butcher butchering me.
What ails you, my friend?
Cool, thanks for the healing. Alright, let's do this, team. Oh, I did take a teleport, did I? Yes, I did. Look at the old scroll of town portal. Butcher sounds mean, man. Yeah! Definitely. Alright. We move up. If I was playing now, just to finish the game kind of thing, instead of just quickly doing it for the stream, I would not go fight the butcher. I would go further down until I've got really upgraded gear, because I think because this particular class that I've taken, the rogue, you don't have a good defense, and so I need to try and run away from him and then shoot at him. My skills, my magic skills don't do much. So the problem is he just comes up and he just beats on me. Alright, so what I think we need to do is run into this area that you can see on the map here. So I'm going to run around. Okay, here we go. Full Sparta! Wait, what? No, full the light.
Fresh meat.
So I'm running. See, he's got the same speed as me, so I can't outrun the bastard. See, he's actually faster than me. Ah, damn you, butcher! Yeah, it's a fight off.
The spirits of the dead are now avenged.
We got him, team! There we go. Sit on his face. Eat that, the butcher. And we got this epic cleaver. Alright, let's not mess around. I'm gonna head to town. We'll save everything, and then we'll jump on over into Diablo 4. But there we go, team. Face your fears is the motto of this channel and the story of today. No matter how scared you are, sometimes you gotta stand your ground and fight. The John says, woohoo, yeah, man. Thanks.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
To be fair, this game is on normal. Unusual item damage altered durability. Okay, so I will keep that. Not that it's of use. It's probably worth more if I sell it.
Good day. How may I serve you?
There we go. Alright, we'll just hear Deckard Cain's voice one more time.
Hello, my friend. Stay. Ah, Pepin. I count him as a true friend. Perhaps the closest I have here. He is a bit addled at times, but never a more caring or considerate soul has existed. His knowledge and skills are equaled by few, and his door is always open.
One of the best. Alright, save game. Game saved, and we will quit the game. Well, there we go, team. That's Diablo 1. We have come a long way, but I still love that game. Like, I had true fear there. I know it's stupid, but it was true fear. So, as promised, what I'll do is I'll quickly fire up Diablo 4, just to show you how far this game has come. And then I believe we've got 11 minutes before the stream starts, but technically 17 minutes before they go live. So we'll play a little bit, you know, do a bit of damage, maybe do one of my favorite parts of Diablo. There we go. Turn up that Spotify bit. Alright, cool. And I just have to switch game settings. There we go. But seriously, I really enjoyed that. I will do a stream where I finish Diablo in that way. Alright. Here we go. I suspect the graphics have been upgraded slightly in 30 years. So welcome everybody to Sir Lancelot. I guess I'm on a bit of a King Arthur thing because we had Queen Guinevere or Princess Guinevere, and now we're over to Lancelot. And those who know, because Guinevere and Lancelot, well, bow chicka wow wow. Anyway, so shall we? I'm just going to do a bit of a run around and we'll have a bit of fun, shall we, before we get into the stream. Again, music. The music of Diablo's always been unbelievable. There we go. Now I have to... There we go. The space bar. What a great feature that is. Alright, so we've got a world boss starting immediately. So why don't we quickly see if we can make that world boss. I can't remember which button I pushed to get a mount. I've now unlearned everything I know. Thanks, Diablo 1. Okay, let's go. There we go. Perfect. And so, as you can see, the graphics have upgraded slightly in 30 years. Yeah, so and that's actually not my PC loading. That's just the game loading in the various things via networks. You're on a kind of like a permanent but shared server in this game. Alright, so here we go. Did we make it in time? We did. Alright. So, oh my goodness, I've forgotten everything now. So we want to do this. And which skills do I have? Alright, so we're fighting Asmodan, one of the lesser evils we spoke about at the top of the stream. You know, that banished the prime evils to Sanctuary. And so yes, you'll see there are other people fighting this person with me, so just Penny at the moment. Now, it must be said, the character that I'm playing with, Sir Lancelot, is quite tuned. Is Varyana the pet psychic? It's the psychic. So I've actually got technically two sidekicks. I've got Varyana, that's always by my side, and then Altkin, who appears when when they've charged up. Also, I've got a pet. I've got a pet cat. Now, for those who are watching this for the first time, this is Diablo at a very high level. If you look at my character level down there, I've got 253 Paragon. That's a lot. So when you play this game in the beginning, it's not going to be this hectic. It's going to be slow, you're going to play the storyline, you're going to fight like one or two monsters, and then fighting something this big will be like the main goal. So don't look at this and go, what? It's something you work up to, trust me. And I'm not taking damage because my character is very high spec. I'll actually show you in a second. My cat is actually named Crumbs, you're right. And it's fascinating. Old Crumbs loves fighting Asmodan. Keeps biting at his ankles, which are, as you can see, claws. He's like, meow, 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 meow. Backed. Oh, the cat is 100% Chrome's one. Once I've done this, I'll head back to town. I'll show you a bit of my character and then show you Crumbs. Now, when you fight your first world boss, it's not going to be this easy. You will die. Again, my character's of such a high level that on Torment level 4, which is the highest difficulty in the game, most things don't kill me. Pat on the head. Yep, yep, yep. Again, when you're playing this at a lower level, you have to be much more strategic. You wouldn't stand underneath Asmodan like this. But as he's not doing almost any damage to me, and I've got 11,000 life and 11,000 fortified. Look, it's not even touching me. So, when you play this game for the first time, don't do what I'm doing now. You will get owned. Die, potato, die. Check out Minnie getting ripped apart here. Check this out. Yeah. Oh, such a difference between this and Diablo 1, man. Are you kidding me? Just like, holy shit. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. How much space do I even have in my inventory? Okay. Anything of interesting there? No. Okay, cool. We'll head to town. I'll show you a little bit of my character, show you a little bit around. But seriously, Diablo 4's single player is still, in my opinion, one of the best. A lot of people are so fixated on the end game of Diablo that they miss some of its best parts. The story, if you play it in its isolation, it's fantastic. The expansion that they brought was absolutely brilliant as well. The cinematics is so good. So don't try and focus on what people like me do, which is, you know, you're eventually getting just into the end game. Definitely focus on the storyline first, because that is Diablo. A principal game has always been single player and multiplayer second, in my opinion. Anyway, here's my character. As you can see, I'm quite buff. Now, if you don't know Diablo 4, purple things are what's referred to as mythics. You have 1 in millions of chances of getting mythics. So they are extremely, extremely hard to have them drop. You can manufacture them, but to do that, you also have to get stuff that's really hard. So I'm at a very, very high level here. 253 is pretty high up. Of course, there are people that reach up to level 300 and beyond. That's insane. Those people don't have social life. They don't have a job. This is all they do. But yeah, pretty good characters. And then something that's a mechanic for season 11 is sanctification. So sanctification means you can, when you get an item, you can take it to, let me show you our friend here.
Heard they found Erida and the fate.
That's a good question. Oh, I must show you the cat. Here we go. So hello, everybody. Say hello to Hadriel. Do I have any? Yeah, I've got one. Nice. And then this is just for this season, the Heavenly Forge. And what happens, you can take any item, put it on the forge, and then it'll get sanctified. And what sanctification means, it just gives you a unique attribute that gets added to this weapon, a random unique attribute. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that is not good. All right, now, because I'm such a high level, a lot of these things will, if it doesn't have a star, I'm not interested in a star, meaning greater affix. Again, this is not a Diablo how-to video, but just giving you some of the basics. You just want to have a look at this ring. No. Boot is in strength. That might actually be good. Okay. If you do want to learn more about Diablo 4, I did do quite a nice stream on that some time ago. Just have a look at my live tab on YouTube and you will have it all. Right. Okay,
managed to save some for the
repair
forge.
that, and then
Nice bit of kit there.
so this is something when you play Diablo 1 and then you get into Diablo 3, this overload of loot is something people have been complaining about for some time now. It's too much. Really. Okay. Ooh, hang on. No. Okay, cool. Alright, so as promised, let me quickly go and show you a little bit of our animal. So where's our kitty? Here we go. Here we go. Say hello to Crumbs, Mr. the John. But yeah, so the purpose of your pet is purely to just pick up stuff like gold and other stuff that, you know, you would have to spend hours picking up yourself. And then, of course, you can buy pets, you can earn pets, and some of the pets are cooler than others. Like, that's pretty freaking cool. Are you kidding me? I'm a sucker for that. Yes, I have a dog that converts into a bloody demon dog, of course. Then you also have something you can ride. So look at this, Mr. the John. What do you think of this kitty? Let me just take his armor off quickly. And so yes, you can do heavy modifications. So these are my cats. You know, you can have cat mounts. You can have the basilisk. But then you get horses. You know? On a highway to hell? Well, why don't you get a horse that's clearly from there? I mean, look at this as well. Isn't that insane? But I'm boring like that. Once I get a cat that suits my style, I stick to it. And so, yes, you got different armors. Some of them are really cool and exposes it. But for me, it's always been this. It's just with me, Naz. And then you can also, you know, change the stuff that's on it. All right, so the official stream for the Diablo 3rd Anniversary Spotlight starts now, but it actually goes live in 5 minutes, so we'll have a little bit of fun. Oh, and just from you can change everything about the way you look. Your helmets, your gear, the colors of the items, the swords, everything is modifiable, and so that's one of the really attractive things about Diablo is just upgrading your characters. All right, so shall we go and do one little adventure? How much time? 5 minutes it would take me to do that. Yeah, okay, let's. So we'll just quickly do a rift. Metal AF. Virtually identical. Yeah, I mean, that is Crumbs. That literally is Crumbs. And Crumbs' Big Daddy. All right, so here we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a quick... Let's do the tower. No, let's do the pit. I'm going to do a low level one because, like I said, we got about 5 minutes. So let's go 65. There we go. Just to show you what the pit is like. Now, the tower is very similar to the pits. The whole point is you push up the levels and then it gets harder and harder and harder to the point where you then hit a brick wall. And then you've got to figure out ways to... Again, if you've never played Diablo, this is not the level you'll be playing at. This is a high level. I guess it shows you.
Been waiting for a bit of fun.
Oh, have you? Well, good. Okay, maybe 65 is a bit too low. You see, I'm doing damage in the billions. And yes, you can do damage in the trillions in this game. In fact, in Diablo 3, I reached the level 150 Greater Rift, which is a big honor badge, I would say, in Diablo. And at that point, I was doing trillion damage. And so the point of your rift, you'll see there's an orange bar on the right side of the screen. Very simply, I've got to make that all the way through before the time runs out. Which, of course, I'm not having a problem with at this point. And then the higher you push up the rift level, the harder the monsters, the more you will die, the harder it is to complete. Just a casual 240 billion damage there, you know. Nice. Artillery upgrade. Nice. And such a different game. Like, I'd love to have set it up, and I could have if I tried, to be able to jump in between Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, but look at the difference. The amount of monsters, the speed of what you move at.
A fresh whisper joins the swarm.
Oh, hello! Fancy meeting you here. How about we just end you instantly?
I will rise again, carved in fury.
Thank you. All right, team. We are out. We are out. The reason for us being out is it is time to join the stream. All right. There we go. 24 seconds. Who's pumped? I am pumped, man. 30 years of Diablo, big announcements happening today. What is gonna happen? And I'm making sure we got full HD enabled. We will like the stream. And here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Somebody say climax? Oh, yes. Played it at the top of our stream, team. Start with the D1. Link to this is in the description, by the way, if you want to watch it without my face and noise. And hopefully you'll stick around a bit. Melthael. Check the volume. Okay, I'm turning volume up to max, team. By the way, if you're a religious person, Diablo is a good game because you're fighting evil, you're killing the devil. Should be your #1 game they teach in churches.
Welcome to the Diablo Spotlight. This year, we'll be hitting an incredible milestone, 30 years of Diablo.
Yes.
Over 3 decades, we've experienced 5 different Diablo titles, each its own expression of sanctuary. We've embraced new evolutions in technology and the action RPG genre. Our latest installment, Diablo 4, recently revealed its next chapter, Lord of Hatred. The grand face-off with Mephisto is coming. Prepare for the reckoning, because this is a battle you do not want to miss. Diablo Immortal is also heating up. The First and Last King brought us major updates to the storyline, the full release of the new Sharval Wilds, and new Helliquary bosses. The Immortal team will be joining us today to share more about what's coming up this year. Then there's Diablo 2. This game means so much to me. Diablo 2 Resurrected was the first game that I worked on right here at Blizzard. The original game is what got many of us into the ARPG space and still stands today as the pinnacle experience for those of us who love the genre.
100%.
If you're here for Resurrected, hold on to your health potions, folks.
I did finish Resurrected, by the way, on PlayStation.
This is a BlizzCon year. Today's Spotlight kicks off Diablo's road to BlizzCon 2026, and we're thrilled to have you with us. To start this 30th anniversary celebration, we have a very special, very dark surprise.
Oh, what is it, team? What is it? A new expansion for Diablo 2? I mean, we know what's happening in Diablo 4. I know Diablo Immortal is also something
How
that...
can knowledge be evil if it saves a soul? Should a king tell us how to fight? The church, they uphold the light while we die in the shadows. I denounce the light. I now seek power in the primal, salvation in unholy scripture.
I am a heretic. I break the bones of the damned, build altars of blood to call the darkness.
Looks very D4 to me.
I have walked amongst demons.
The new character reveal for Diablo 4?
Found strength
Maybe?
in shadow.
The Warlock? Looks like it.
Kinship and madness. Damn the light. I will suffer my own path. I will learn the foul ways of a forbidden tongue.
I think it's the Warlock.
To bind them as a tool of my vengeance.
Epic.
Branda's traitor. Outlaw. Warlock.
Shit,
Let
yeah.
them hang us for what we've done.
But when darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
Yeah. How cool was that, team? Oh, for both Diablo Immortal and Lord of Hatred. And Diablo 2 right on the Warlock. There it is, team. Expansion for D2. There it is. Oh, man.
I get chills every time I see that, and the team has been all in bringing this to life.
Absolutely. The amount of effort and passion poured into this update has been a true labor of love.
That takes me back to when you and I first started working together on Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I got to see firsthand how deeply you and the team care about this game and the community.
It's amazing to see how far we've come, and that this community is still here, still active, and still loving the game. With that, we're so excited to announce Reign of the Warlock, a brand new major update for Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Yes.
This is the first time in
guess I have to buy it on
25 years
PC.
that Diablo 2 is receiving a new playable class. I've seen so many sunrises playing this game, beginning from when I was a teenager. I still haven't put this game down decades later.
Agreed.
To bring the Warlock to life in Diablo 2 Resurrected and see it manifest across Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortal is a massive dream come true.
Yeah.
Being able to provide even more for the Diablo 2 community is very special to us.
Diablo 2 has an incredible legacy, and with Reign of the Warlock, Resurrected is stepping into its next era.
As the 8th class for Diablo 2, the Warlock is disciplined, ominous, and incredibly knowledgeable. For years, the Warlock lingered in the shadows, studying secrets no mortal should know. Now, they abandon theory for practice, bringing their dark craft to the battlefield. When it comes to gameplay, the Warlock dominates demons, binding them to his will and consuming them when it suits him. First, summoning. Warlocks can summon 3 distinct demons: the Goatman, the Tainted, and the Defiler. Each is a different tool in the Warlock's arsenal. But the summoning is just the beginning. The depth lies in his ability to bind or consume nearly any demon found in the game. Binding a demon allows the warlock to benefit from the demon's unique abilities. You can only bind one demon at a time,
especially
but doing so strengthens both the demon and the warlock. You can also make the choice to consume the demon. Remove the demon from play and literally absorb their essence. This grants the warlock temporary buffs and traits that can vary between what demon you consume. No matter what demon you draw in, you'll gain increased life and movement speed.
Jeez.
Some may grant plus to all skills, some may even grant auras.
And that's just the beginning. Between summoning, binding, and consuming, we're talking hundreds of combinations. And the best part is you can mix and match. Bind a demon for its aura, then absorb another for its resistances before summoning a third to fight by your side. It's a sandbox of dark magic.
Yeah.
Outside of mastering demonology, the warlock can also be a pure caster who channels chaotic magic, hellfire, and destruction.
This is huge, team. Like Diablo 2 Resurrected.
We're thrilled to introduce a bold new way for
busy.
players to embody the warlock fantasy, an approach that blends dark mysticism with raw power. In close quarters combat, the warlock manipulates weapons with his mind,
Yeah, he's not
levitating and
actually holding any
hexing
of the
two-handed weapons with a flick of his wrist. Our warlock class is a challenge, a puzzle, and a reward, all wrapped up in a brooding scholarly package.
But Reign of the Warlock isn't just about the new class. The team has also been dropping evolutions in gameplay as well as some quality of life updates. Let's start with one of our favorite playgrounds, Terror Zones. In Reign of the Warlock, there's a new way to control the battle. You have the ability to earn consumables and choose which act becomes terrorized. While an act is terrorized, every zone within it becomes supercharged,
Nice.
offering an elevated difficulty and greater rewards.
That's going to be great.
This puts you back in the driver's seat when reaching the highest levels in the game. And the consumables required to activate them are fully tradable with other players.
In Hell difficulty, you'll encounter something new, Heralds of Terror. These hunters stalk players like easy prey, and each one becomes exponentially more dangerous the next time it finds you in a game.
Interesting.
Conquer a terrorized act boss, and you'll have a chance to uncover statues that reference something familiar, but in a new way. Combine all 5 statues in the Herodric Cube to unlock a brand new pinnacle boss encounter against the Colossal Ancients.
That's awesome. Oh, I can't wait to try that out.
Colossal Ancients are a big deal. These battles are tough and designed to push your skills and builds to the next level. We put you in control, letting you choose how and where you want to play, with a truly legendary goal to chase. Colossal Ancients are built as a next evolution of a feature that Diablo 2 players already love. They keep the spirit of the classic experience intact while layering in more control, more challenge, and more reward.
Reign of the Warlock also contains many quality of life features you've been asking for. Let's start with loot filters. These are built directly into the game.
How hard
No
was
external
that
mods,
after, what,
no
20
third-party
years?
tools. You can create your own, share them with friends, or grab community presets like Starter Warlock and plug them right in. It's simple, flexible, and totally community-driven.
Team.
Then there's advanced stash tabs. We've added more of them, and for the first time ever, items in your stash can be stacked.
Nice.
No more juggling 99 gems across 4 pages.
God, that's
You'll
the worst
find
part about
dedicated
Diablo, is
tabs
just
for materials, gems,
spending
and
time
runes.
sorting out your
It's
stash the
cleaner,
whole time.
faster,
Yes.
and way less tedious.
Thank you.
Finally,
High five.
the Chronicle. Players have been tracking their collections in spreadsheets and third-party websites for years. Now, we've brought that experience in-game. The Chronicle lets you track every item you've ever collected. Uniques, sets, rune words, all in a freshly designed UI that even tells you when and where you found it.
Wow.
Most importantly, you'll unlock rewards you can show off to your friends. We also wanted to honor the way people have played Diablo 2 for decades.
Yeah.
Whether you prefer Diablo 2 Classic or want to keep playing Resurrected, you can. Reign of the Warlock lives in the same client, with your existing characters safely separated.
If you want to bring your character forward, you can transfer it. If you got a character in Classic, move it to Resurrected. If you've been grinding in Resurrected, carry it into Reign of the Warlock. You can't go backwards, but you can always go forward on your terms.
Reign of the Warlock wasn't built in a vacuum. Creators like Mr. Llama, Gymnasium, BT, and Kano have been deep in the dungeons with us, playtesting, theory crafting, and giving feedback on everything from class fantasy to stash flow.
That's good.
So if you've ever played Diablo 2, no matter when you first journeyed into Sanctuary, this is your moment. Come celebrate with us. Reign of the Warlock brings brand new ways to play for everyone, and we can't wait to see more sunrises with this community now and for the years to come. But we've been saving the best for last. Reign of the Warlock will be live today.
What? What? Shit! I'm spending money. We are playing Diablo 2 all day, team. All day.
This is all hell could marshal forth. Let us begin.
Yes. I need to cancel appointments and order some takeout.
These creatures of darkness.
The moment we go into Immortal, I'm going on the Battle.net and we're buying Battle of the Warlock. Whatever. Oh, it's awesome! I love Blizzard. You guys are on fire with this, man. That's it. They just keep giving us what we want. That's huge, man. Being able to see everything as you unlock it. Quickly. All my friends, social life cancelled for a week. That's huge, man. You don't understand. These upgrades are just the loot filter, because you get to a point where you don't want to pick up all the stupid stuff. Oh my god. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes! Oh, goodness. All right. Go on with your stream.
Dive into Diablo 2 Resurrected right now on Battle.net, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Plus, with your purchase of Reign of the Warlock, unlock some exclusive cosmetics for Diablo 4 and World of Warcraft to show off your dark allegiance across realms.
Those wings
So get in the fight and stop bending demons to your will.
So there you have it. We've kicked off the 30th anniversary with a huge update to Diablo 2 Resurrected. But the celebration doesn't stop there. Starting today, you can enter our Voice the Warlock contest on Instagram. It'll be judged by the Warlock himself, Rahul Kohli. If you want to join, tag @PlayDiablo and add #VoiceTheWarlock for a chance for you and a friend to win a trip to London for Diablo's Infernal Symphony on June 6th, 2026. Official contest details are available on our blog. Next up for our 30th anniversary celebration, let's turn our attention to Diablo Immortal, a perfect bridge connecting the legendary tales of Diablo 2 and Diablo 3.
My goodness.
Diablo Immortal is 3
there it is.
years into its legendary journey. It's been incredible to see millions of players carve their path through Sanctuary, and somehow, the demons still haven't learned their lesson.
Not for lack of trying on our end. You all have been relentless.
And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome.
Diablo Immortal was created to bring that classic Diablo dungeon delving, loot chasing magic to the small screen. And for many of us on the development team, it's a love letter to the moment we first stepped into Sanctuary.
I remember my first step vividly. My brother was actually the one who introduced me to the game. He told me it's a really fun game.
Chicken
but
White's
it
not on
might just be a
Steam at
little
the
too
moment.
scary for 13-year-old me. I spent a couple of months sitting on the sidelines, watching my brother brave the horrors I couldn't face quite yet. Today, I am pleased to say I overcame my fear and fell in love with Sanctuary.
Sorry, I'm going to pause there. I think, unless I misunderstood them, there's a little bit of a boo-boo here. They said it's available on Steam, but Diablo 2 Resurrected I don't believe is available on Steam. So I guess I'm going to be forced to get it on Battle.net, but that's all right. You know, first world problems if I've ever seen one.
And my brother, he now works in finance. I am so proud to be part of the Immortal team, which is why I'm happy to kick off our anniversary celebration by announcing the arrival of our very own Warlock.
After the events of Diablo 2,
Yeah, Battle.net it
the
is.
rediscovery of Vizjurai magic has spread. Our Warlock is even more reckless with this dark power than her predecessors.
Okay.
She's here to save the world,
She
and
looks
she's going to
cool.
do it her way, wielding the tools of hell to push back Sanctuary's demons. In her eyes, anyone who refuses to fight fire with fire is simply naive. She's not hiding her powers away, she's daring you to
I'll be
challenge.
right back, team. I have to
We built
activate
the
something on
Warlock
my
for our
computer.
players
You
who love
enjoy this
hovering
lovely
on that
video.
very thin line between hero and villain. When it comes to power, the Warlock practices the ancient art of the Vizjurai, magic so dark it was buried beneath Sanctuary long ago. In Immortal, that legacy lives on. She can open portals to hell, summon demonic weapons from the Hellforge, and of course, command demons. At the heart of her arsenal is the Soul Gorger, a beast powered by devouring other demons and absorbing their traits. We've designed a monstrous maw that stretches from its mouth all the way to its stomach, so when it consumes, it's a full body transformation. And her mastery of brutal powers doesn't just stop there. In her main hand, it's a demon head, not just a scalp, a literal freaking demon skull.
That's pretty cool.
In her offhand, a sacrificial blade. These unique weapons fuel multiple skills, spewing fire, slashing holes in reality.
Don't run away yet,
and
team.
summoning
Remember, there's
and
Diablo
chaining
4
demons.
announcements
Alongside the
as
Warlock,
well.
we're also releasing
Unless
a
this was
dedicated
it.
origin quest, a little appetizer that explores her backstory. It's a journey into the shadows and a chance to understand what drives our new class. We'll have more updates as development continues.
Now let's talk about a Warlock-centric location. Loot Golem is back.
Loot Golem.
And grimmer than ever before. We've honored the legacy of Diablo 2 Resurrected by preserving key landmarks, the gates, the central plaza, and the architecture that defined the city for a generation of players. But because this is Diablo, its beauty and history have now been desecrated by a demonic occupation. We've also expanded and split the city into two districts, the Common Ward and the High Ward. The Common Ward is chaos incarnate. Graffiti of blood, hanging bodies, and corruption seeping through the
hanging
sewers.
body part.
It's a
I'm not weird
bustling
like that,
town
yo.
where you meet a motley crew of artisans.
What did you say,
Elzix,
a motley crew?
Farah, Drognin, Meshith, Atma, and many others.
By contrast, the High Ward is eerie in its elegance. The buildings are refined, but darkness has soaked into their stones. To move Loot Golem's architecture forward in time, we took inspiration from real-world Moroccan cities with vibrant patterns and rich textures in every corner. They create a stark contrast with the layers of violence and decay that define everything in Sanctuary. And beneath Loot Golem, in its dungeons, you'll find carvings of Vizjurai runes, remnants of the ancient summoners who practiced their dangerous arts here in secret.
The Warlock story is literally carved into the undercity of Loot Golem. The more you explore, the more you'll uncover the truth about a dangerous power that's only as good as its wielder, a legacy of mastering dark forces and sometimes being mastered by them.
We're nearly ready to put the Warlock into your hands. The class is scheduled to arrive this June. In addition to the Warlock, we've got other world-shaping stories coming to Immortal this year, and they begin with our next big bad. We're witnessing the triumphant return of the Maiden of Anguish, the demon queen Andariel.
Yes,
In Immortal Story,
she looks
Andariel
awesome.
is 10 steps ahead of us. She's conquered Lut Gholein and sent her barges sweeping across Sanctuary, abducting people to drink in the anguish of an entire world.
And there seems to be
For what
something wrong with
purpose?
Battle.net.
You'll
at
have
the
to play to
moment.
find out.
You can't
With
actually.
Andariel, we're
buy
emphasizing the
stuff.
horror of fighting a being that wants you to drown in your own torment. Not just the scary things you see, but the ones you feel in your gut. Everywhere that Andariel touches becomes claustrophobic and harrowing.
To make Andariel's anguish-inducing design instantly recognizable, we've refreshed her classic look. She's domineering, equal parts regal, and sadistic. And she hasn't forgotten how things ended for her the last time she walked Sanctuary. Now, she's driven by nothing less than a desire for dark godhood, to stand supreme among her brothers with a new approach to the eternal conflict.
Our story in Immortal's 4th year sends familiar places and people into an era unlike anything Sanctuary has yet seen.
Interesting.
We've got a packed year ahead.
Whoa, look at
and our
that.
roadmap deepens the world of Diablo Immortal even further. Beyond the Warlock and the expansion of Lut Gholein, we'll be rolling out a new subzone each quarter, complete with wanted monsters and bounties. We're also adding a new battleground event and continuing to improve the system, drawing upon your feedback. We'll be making updates to classic zone events, summoning new
Made
Valkyrie
to
bosses,
suffer.
adding new ambient quests, and improving the pity timer for legendary gem drops.
Yes.
And we'll share more as we get closer.
You would have seen this team, but I have successfully
We want
purchased
story and
Diablo
gameplay
2.
to move together, with each update pushing our boundaries and making Sanctuary feel more alive.
To celebrate today's spotlight, we've got a promo code available for all players. And whether you've been with us for a while or jumping in for the first time, join us on our Discord and be part of the conversation. This 4th year story in Diablo Immortal is a tentpole moment, scattered with heroes, villains, big piles of corpses, and let's be honest, even bigger piles of loot.
You know, much like Emil, playing Diablo at 13 haunted me. In a good way. It woke me up to the Gothic style that I still love so much today. It was fast-paced, transgressive, and it had the best character progression of anything I'd ever played. Diablo was a revolution in the way I thought about RPGs. The beauty of Sanctuary is that it's hope tangled with terror at every turn. As designers, we're hungry to answer the big questions about this world. What kind of earth-shattering events lead to the era Deckard Cain called the end of days?
That's right.
And what scars run so deep that people would rather barricade their doors than risk the world outside?
What demonic plots reshape Sanctuary and set up the age of Diablo 3? What ushers in the time of the Nephilim? We've barely scratched the surface, and there's so much more on the horizon for Diablo Immortal thanks to you. We want to give a massive thank you to all our players for sticking with us and helping make Sanctuary what it is today. We're so happy that you're part of Diablo's 30-year legacy.
This is so impressive,
Now let's
team.
turn our gaze toward Diablo 4.
Diablo is
We're about to
listening to
introduce
us.
the
They are
second new
giving
class
us
in
what
Lord
we
of
want.
Hatred,
You know,
dig
they're
into
not just
brand
doing
new
their own
features,
thing.
and talk about big updates coming to endgame and core systems. Let's get into it.
All right, this is also a big team.
Diablo 4 has come a long way since launch. It's been amazing to see this game grow into something bigger, sharper, and more ambitious than ever. And honestly, Zavin, one of my favorite things is to see players push every system we build to its limits.
Yeah, our players don't sit on the sidelines. In fact, I'm sure they're all over the comments section right now, and we love it. It helps us understand not just what's working, but where we can evolve.
This expansion builds on everything we've learned so far. Class balance, endgame, core systems. This is our chance to take all of those core pillars and push them even further. So today, we'll be diving into new features, a new region, and a new endgame.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But first, let's take a look at a new class, the Warlock.
Yeah, baby.
Across the Diablo universe, we will get to watch the Warlock evolve. In Diablo 2 Resurrected, they honed their earliest arcane powers. Then in Diablo Immortal, their journey takes a rebellious turn, embracing darker forces and forging their own path. Now in Diablo 4, the Warlock stands at the height of their strength, fully unleashed and ready to shape the fate of Sanctuary. This class is all about turning the wrath of hell against itself, with metal chains, flames, and utter destruction. The Diablo 4 Warlock is like a heavy metal album cover come to life, fighting fire with fire.
Awesome.
We have so much more to share about our Warlock, enough that we're dedicating a full developer update to Warlock on March 5th. That's where we'll go deep on the class, their lore, gameplay, and more. For now, let's talk about how the Warlock and our other new class, the Paladin, are central to the themes of Lord of Hatred.
Many of you have already been playing as the Paladin, experiencing their holy might firsthand.
Yep.
With the Paladin representing light and purity,
It was awesome.
Warlocks are their darker counterpart, anti-heroes harnessing the power of hell. This duality is central to the theme of Lord of Hatred. It's the eternal conflict between angels and demons, with humanity stuck in the center.
As you play through the campaign, prepare to be drawn into a tale where Mephisto's shadow looms even larger. It's an
Dodgy old
unfolding
Mephisto
saga of
doing
hatred,
his thing.
treachery, and the search for salvation, building towards a reckoning that will leave a lasting mark on Sanctuary. The campaign unfolds in Lord of Hatred's new zone, Skavos. Skavos is a dangerous land, visually inspired by ancient Mediterranean landscapes. You'll explore rugged coastlines, mountainous highlands, ancient temples, and more monster variety than ever. Skavos is the birthplace of humanity, where Lilith and Inarius began it all. You'll see the Blessed Mother and the Heavenly Father carved into the marble structures of Temis, the capital city.
Temis is the bustling epicenter of Skavos. Marble walls, eerie elegance, vibrant patterns, and rich textures all blend to create a hauntingly beautiful landscape. There's a town square teeming with whispers of the firstborn. You'll uncover secrets of the Ascari, the primevals, and the ancient wars that shaped the world. It's a place where every corner tells a story. Plus, we built Temis to be the ideal endgame city, crafted to streamline your access to everything you want once the campaign is concluded.
While we keep the story under wraps for now, let's talk about Endgame in Lord of Hatred and one of its major new features, War Plans. War Plans give you more control and depth in how you experience the endgame. You create a playlist of up to 5 activities, drawing from endgame modes: the Pit, Infernal Hordes, Hell Tides, Nightmare Dungeons, Lair Bosses, and the Undercity. Pick what you want, pick your rewards, and jump in.
As you complete activities through War Plans, you'll earn progression towards a unique skill tree for each of these activities. These trees let you customize and modify how each activity plays. You can change the rewards, tweak the monster spawns, even bring features from one activity into another.
One of the best parts is how War Plans makes the endgame more accessible. If you're a new player or returning after a break, you can just pick your playlist and start playing, learning the systems as you go. But for veterans, there's a ton of meta progression and build diversity to explore.
Off the charts.
War Plans are really about letting you shape your own endgame experience. You decide what you want to focus on, what you want to avoid, and how you want to play.
And for those of you seeking an adrenaline rush, we're also introducing a hyper rare event called Echoing Hatred. If you're lucky enough to find a very rare Trace of Echoes golden ticket in a loot drop, you'll gain access to the Echoing Hatred event. There, you'll face infinite waves of enemies and escalating difficulty. Each run feels different, with randomized monsters that force you to adapt your build and tactics on the fly. The deeper you go, the more intense the encounters become. Each wave will test your mastery of the mechanics and resource management to the point where we might even throw multiple bosses at you at the same time. The longer you last, the better the loot. And how long you last is completely up to your skill.
Wow.
I know the entire team is excited for War Plans and Echoing Hatred, but this might be a good time to talk about the why.
After the campaign wraps up, That's when the real journey begins for a lot of our players.
Yep.
Endgame isn't just a bonus. It's what keeps you coming back to Sanctuary.
And it's more than just adding new events. We want these features to feel meaningful. Quality of life changes, like making activities more approachable or letting you customize how you play, make a huge difference.
Nice.
There's nothing worse than feeling lost after the credits roll. With features like war plans and rare events like Echoing Hatred, you get new goals and reasons to experiment even after returning from a break.
It's all about giving you control and variety. Endgame should be as interesting and rewarding as the story. That's why we're so focused on quality of life improvements and fresh features for everyone. Now, let's talk systems updates, which also feed into this philosophy.
Going, man. This is
These updates will completely
huge,
refresh
man.
how you build your power your way. Let's start with skill trees. We've seen the joke that they're more like skill twigs. That ends here. With the release of Lord of Hatred, every player will reap the benefits of a completely overhauled, massively expanded skill tree system.
Okay, this is
the
huge.
changes are built to give you more customization than ever before, right from the moment you start playing. No more waiting for random item drops or
Thanks,
late
Barry.
game
You're
progression
awesome, man.
to
Have an
really
awesome
flesh
day.
out
Enjoy
your
that
build.
sun. I won't
now
be seeing
you'll
it
have
for days
meaningful
now.
choices and options in your skill tree from the moment you choose your first skills.
We're adding new customization options to every single skill across the entire tree. It isn't just a small tweak.
What?
It's a major disruption to the current class system.
Yeah, good luck
Our
to the
goal
theory
is to make theory
crafters.
crafting go much, much further with more complexity than ever before.
For instance, take the Sorcerer's iconic Hydra skill. Previously, you could only boost its burning damage or ramp up its critical strike potential. With the revamped skill tree, you can fine-tune Hydra to your unique playstyle. Want your Hydras to attack faster or last longer? You can choose to have their attacks trigger explosions or continually burn everything in close proximity. You can even completely transform the skill, turning your Hydras into Frost Hydras to unlock new combos with all your other Frost abilities.
Wow, this
The new
is going to be
options let you experiment with every
huge.
possibility as you refine the build that's most fun for you.
And we're not leaving any class behind. Alongside the Paladin and the Warlock, every class will be getting these updates, and they will be available to all players, regardless of Lord of Hatred ownership. Each class will get more than 40 rework choices and over 80 additional options. Lord of Hatred owners are going to get even more, with over 20 additional transformative skill choices.
Already
On
on
top
that.
of the skill tree overhaul, we're adding a brand new itemization system, the Talisman, and with it comes the return of charms and sets.
Ooh,
Here's how
the
it
sets,
works.
the
Once you get your
sets.
talisman, charms will begin dropping in the game. For a charm to be active, it must be placed inside your talisman. Charms can be of any rarity, but the set charms have the greatest potential. Equipping multiple charms from the same set will unlock additional set bonuses. With the talisman, charms, and sets, you can customize and fine-tune your characters like never before with the powers of the greatest Herodrum.
And speaking of Herodrum, Lord of Hatred comes with the Herodric Cube.
Yes!
A legendary tool for a legendary way to craft.
Yes!
You'll
the
combine
Herodric
rare
Cube!
materials, unlock additional properties, and forge items that fit your playstyle. The Herodric Cube is the beginning of your chase for late game greatness.
Oh, goodness.
Opening up new opportunities to shape your journey and pursue those ultimate rewards. It's a heartfelt callback to the cube in Diablo 2, now reimagined for Diablo 4's itemization. Next, loot filters. They've finally arrived. You've been asking for this since day one, and we've heard you. Whether you're chasing uniques or filtering out junk, loot filters give you the right amount of control over your journey.
This is
While
awesome,
we're
man.
so excited to finally be adding loot filters to the game, we are going to continue to listen to your feedback and stay committed to refining loot filters over time to make sure that it works for you.
Yeah, because Diablo 4's got way too much loot, and it's
This
just
is
nice to
shaping
not
up
have
to be
see
quite
it.
a year for Diablo 4.
Are you kidding me?
Perfect timing for Diablo's 30th anniversary.
Yes.
I've been playing Diablo for as long as I've been gaming on PCs, starting with a burned copy of Diablo handed to me by a friend at school.
Ooh.
Discovering the game's randomized content blew my mind, and soon I was playing Diablo 2 online at PC cafes, eventually diving into modding and joining Blizzard. I've been a proud servant of hell ever since. We hope this year's expansion and all its new features spark that same sense of discovery and excitement you felt when you first stepped into Sanctuary. Whether you're exploring Scovos, or reaching your greatest potential within your class fantasy, or simply celebrating another milestone with the Diablo community, we're grateful to have you with us. Thank you for being a part of this adventure.
Wow, team. I am...
When darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
It is so cool to see the Warlock class rise across the Diablo universe. From the scholarly manipulator, to the punk rock demon commander, to the metal powerhouse. This tells a story that spans generations, illuminating the legacy of the Vajari and the strength of those bold enough to wield its forbidden power. You can dive into the origins of the Diablo Warlock and so much more right now in Reign of the Warlock, live today in Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Just downloaded
We
it.
love bringing Sanctuary to life, and we're grateful that you could join us to help us kick off Diablo's 30th anniversary. On behalf of everyone here today and the Diablo team across the globe, thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Are we clear? Are we good?
All right.
Oh my God, they're gonna freak out at BlizzCon when we announce it.
Oh, shit, team. What? Sorry, I was actually starting to work on a thumbnail while it was live, and I just realized, hang on, you've got to still be drinking this in. This is the... I thought the announcement of the Game Awards was huge. This is on another level. Do you know how many people are right now, like me, scrambling to buy Diablo 2 Resurrected? You know, I had it on PlayStation 4. I still have it on PlayStation 4, but obviously it's going to be better on PC. So it's downloaded, it's installed, and to have a brand new class in a game. Hang on, I actually have it here somewhere. Let me go. Diablo 2 was released in June 29th of the year 2000. 16 years ago, man. And to have a new class added, and to have loot filters, and all these things, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. But also, just the Warlock as a class, what an interesting concept. It's like a bit of a necromancer, you know, with a little bit of, you know, paladin style. It's really cool. And one thing Diablo's been doing really well is the classes, the new classes are so good to play with. You know, the Paladin in Diablo 4's just been the best class by far. You know, and before that, the Spiritborn was one of the best classes by far. So they're learning, and obviously, as I mentioned in that stream, they've got some of the big players of Diablo 2 to come and help them. So I imagine this class is gonna spank. Now, okay. Woo-saw! Fantastic stream, not too cheesy, not too sure about the Servant of Hell part. I'm in the Servant of Heaven fighting hell. Like I said at the top, that I think, you know, if you're a religious person, you shouldn't see this game as playing with the devil. You are fighting the devil, you're fighting the demons. That's the point of the game. Though the Warlock, I guess, his power is to control the demons, but you know, sometimes that's probably a good thing. Okay. So, what are we going to do here, team? So, we had a great stream, started off, bit of a history of Diablo, we played Diablo 1, we played a little bit of Diablo 4, but the main key thing was to watch the stream together. Oh my god, I wanted to have my heart rate monitor on for the stream, and I think it was a mistake not to, because I would have hit like 130, 140 just sitting here because of the release. So, alright, what are we going to do? I am going to end the stream now. I'm going to very rapidly put together a thumbnail, create a new stream, and then fire that up, and we are going to be playing Diablo 2 Resurrected Reign of the Warlock live today. I have to make phone calls, I have to push buttons, I have to cancel appointments. It is a beautiful day out there, but I'm sorry, there are bigger fish to fry. So, watch this space, depending on which platform you're on. Like I said, I expect this to take a maximum of half an hour. Like I said, I'll just have to quickly create some thumbnails, set it up, fire it up, and then you should see me pop up on all of the different channels. So Take care. Thanks for joining in. It was really good. If you enjoyed this, of course, like, subscribe. NextLevelJJ.com is where you can find all my info. And, of course, Stream Beats by Harris. I'll give them a good scratch. They are the shizzle, my nizzle. Right now, we're listening to the Ignition album. Check them out on Spotify. I will see you in a few minutes. To be fair, I wanted to buy it. I have a reason to. I bought it. See you in a minute. Ciao.